What is up, snackers? Woo!
What's going on?
Welcome
You already know what it
back.
is.
Yes.
Devin and Anita with the Car Chronicles.
Car Chronicles. So this is like not really a new thing. If y'all like this, we'll keep.
Yeah, we'll do more
We'll
of it.
do more, but this is literally because we are at the laundromat right now, waiting on our clothes to dry. And we figured, why don't we just make y'all a video since we have literally an hour to do nothing. And
might as well.
So, yes. Technically, this is not vlog content or anything, so I can't really say welcome back to the vlog,
Right.
but like...
General content.
General
GC.
content.
For sure.
Welcome back to the GC. But yes, so technically right now we are on our like break hiatus from podcasting, but we did promise y'all that we would still bring a little bit of content here and there during the 3 weeks off. Yeah, so we want to keep that promise. So here is what that is. So we will just be chatting today with each other. Devin brought up a good idea because this is something that we do ponder here and there, but we've never really sat and discussed like what we thought. So let them know what our Car Chronicles chat is going to be today.
All right, y'all boys. So we're going to sit and reflect and talk about basically what we think life would be like if we weren't together, or if we never even dated, like where would we be type thing. So do you want to start it off?
Me?
Go ahead, ladies first.
Wow. Okay. I'm a little shook. So what, we still met.
Yes,
but we
don't date.
We didn't end up.
We didn't end up together. You went your separate way, I went my separate way. That was it.
And we never ended up together. Okay. So obviously I probably would have still graduated from Clemson. That would have went the same way.
Okay.
I had always wanted to end up in Charlotte, so that probably would have ended up the same way as well. Honestly, I don't know. I still might have bought my house, but depending on like if COVID scared me enough or not, I might have stayed living with my roommate at the time, thinking like I was gonna save money.
Okay.
Because I will say I will say like me and you getting together did push me to like, oh, let's go into this homeowner space, because like I just felt like that was a good thing for us to do, and thank God we did. Right. But yeah, I might have not gone that route if I didn't have a partner and was just single, and I don't know. Even if I did move out, maybe I would have tried
Rented again, maybe.
Yeah, maybe by myself, or like go into Charlotte, like in the city, and try and like live in the city and be on my little single girl era and stuff like that. So maybe that.
Anything extracurricular? Do you think you'd be still doing dance, or not so much, or podcasting?
I don't think I would have ended up podcasting.
You wouldn't have?
No. Only because like
vlogging at all?
Maybe because y'all know like my OG whatchamacallit, like Snapchat followers know that I really used to like wild out on there, and like anytime anything happened to me,
run out, boy.
Yeah, I would be having a story time up on Snapchat, and like people really got into that. And then same thing,
reporting live from the snap.
Even when I started my lunch munches and stuff like that, like I like doing little side content like that. I don't think I would have gone into actual podcasting though. Only because like I feel like we started podcasting because we felt like we had an asset that we could bring to the space. I don't want to say I don't think I would have had an asset to bring, but like not as good as this to bring into that space. So I don't know. I don't know what I would have talked about if I did end up podcasting. So I don't think so. I don't think I would have gone into there. Maybe dancing. I don't know. That's hard to say.
That's fair. Oh, your bar class, would you still be doing the bar thing or no?
Probably. The only reason why I don't really do dance like that right now is because I do bar, and I didn't expect to like bar as much, but I really do love it, and that's something that I'm like, I don't know, I would love to teach it one day. It feels weird to like keep gravitating away towards dance, but I don't know if this is just something that's meant to happen right now, and like maybe I'll come back to it. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But the part that's interesting is, like, I always ask myself, like, would I still have ended up in a relationship?
Well, see, that's what I was going to ask,
with
too.
Somebody.
Do you think you'd be, like, kind of searching, or would you kind of just be, like,
I'm just
out here, like, playing the field?
So here's the issue with me is, like, I'm too scared to do apps. Like, I just always think people are out to, like, kidnap me and stuff. So I don't have enough trust to meet strangers through apps.
Yeah, so if you're on Bumble and Tinder, be careful.
Yeah.
Plenty of fish, Christian Mingle.
Not Christian Mingle.
Look, don't think you won't get hacked up by a deacon now.
Oh my God.
Happen. It could happen. I'm just saying.
I would definitely rule that out. Like, I would not do the dating app thing. Yeah. But then I'm very, like, antisocial-ish. I don't see myself going out to, like, bars and clubs and, like, just a lot of places by myself with the intention of, like, oh, maybe I'll meet someone today. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not very social like that. I don't think I would have gone out with the intentions of doing that. So I don't know. I think just like you, I would have had to, like, meet somebody by accident, and, like, it just happened that way. I don't know, because when I graduated Clemson, I was already broken up with my ex at the time. So I feel like I would have stayed single because I had already gone back to that relationship and knew that it wouldn't work. I don't think I would have gone back again for like the third or fourth time. Like, knowing what I know now, and like even at that time, like, I was already, these headlights. Oh my God.
And again.
Oh, I thought he was pulling up next to us. I was like,
I thought
no
he was
way.
swinging lights again. I'm like, yo. Come on, my guy.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would have gone back to that. So something tells me, like, I would have came to Charlotte regardless. And I don't know. Knowing me, I'm a very, like, relationship girly. I feel like I would have ended up in a relationship
probably
here. With who though? I don't know.
That's safe to say though.
That's just me. So I don't know. I think that's it. I'm gonna let you go, and then maybe I'll think of some more
stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would be, like, with my ex or not. I don't know. Probably not with me, like, you moving to a new city and stuff like that. Probably not.
Just too many new opportunities.
Yeah, and then, like, just asking somebody to drop their situation to, like, come move and do what I'm doing. Like, I'd never ask anybody to do that.
Yeah.
But I'd probably still be within the area. Probably not necessarily Charlotte, but maybe like Rock Hill or something. Maybe Charlotte. Who knows? But probably Rock Hill, just because I would have been working at Fort Mill still. So yeah, probably living in Rock Hill, still probably hanging out in Charlotte because I have friends out there and I know people out there.
What's nuts though is,
shout out to Christian, shout out to Charlie, shout out to Dewberry. I'd probably be with them boys, just like how I was. Like, I'd probably be with them boys all the time.
And that's what I'm saying. And so what's wild is, like, your living situation, too, would have been different going into Rock Hill because...
Yeah, I really wouldn't have had anybody.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had AJ.
Yeah,
if it weren't for me. Yeah, that's nuts.
Well, I had that situation in Charlotte. When I moved to Charlotte the first time...
Yeah.
That probably would have been, like, the situation for a while until, you know... I think I still would have moved to Rock Hill after that, though.
I think so, too.
But I don't think I would have stayed in Charlotte. Not in that situation. So, but
Yeah.
for the situation I'm talking about, my mom had a friend who used to rent rooms out of her house. And so when I first moved to Charlotte the first time, I stayed there for like a few weeks?
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say it didn't
like
last long at all.
probably like a few weeks, and then end up like moving with her and her roommate for a while
Yeah.
until I was able to save up and get my own spot. But yeah, I probably would have still dipped from that situation just because I don't know, like I didn't feel comfortable in there. It had nothing to do with her, or it was just, you know,
I feel like
a lot of things just like kind of going on, a lot of variables to consider. And then I was like on the other side of Charlotte for real, so
yeah,
not even
you
near
weren't
like
close
South
to
End
the
and all
school.
that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
probably still would have moved to Rock Hill. Had that going on. Single life, I'd probably be out. I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know. I would have so much time on my hands, so I'd probably be like, you know, playing pickup soccer somewhere a lot.
You're a social butterfly.
Yeah, just like making friends around like along the city and stuff, or like
Yeah.
linking up with people and going out and doing stuff.
I could see that.
Like I said, probably more than likely with Christian and Dewberry and the gang. So
Yeah.
I'd probably be with them, like just kind of kicking it with them, letting them show me around and show me what's what. I don't know. I don't think I would end up in a relationship like here. I don't know. Like I don't see that for myself.
Okay.
Like you said, like if it were to happen, then yeah. But
Yeah.
to just go out and be like, yeah, bro, I need a girlfriend, like looking like going to clubs, look like hoping to run into girl, like nah, not like that.
Not your thing.
Yeah, nah. But I'd definitely be out though. Y'all would definitely see me out in the town. I'd definitely be out in the town or whatever, hanging out.
Oh my god.
But yeah, probably not a relationship thing. Just kind of like mingling, trying to like figure, I guess, my style of living in that space. Just kind of figure out like I don't know, basically trying to like gather some type of like routine or some type of like, you know, some type of motion. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like you would have stood at the school? Because I know your decision to leave the school had a lot to do with like me being in the picture and
yeah. I don't know. Probably, maybe so. If I'd definitely keep like my, you know, my eyes open for different things and stuff. So I think my options would still be like kind of open. So I'd still be like kind of looking, but I probably would have stayed longer than 2 years though. There, I probably would have done another year, maybe a third year, and from there, kind of like made my decision on whether or not I was going to dip or not.
Yeah.
But shout out to Pleasant Knoll Elementary. Pleasant Knoll is lit, but yeah.
Music?
Oh, I definitely still be doing music. I still be doing art.
Okay.
What I don't think I've been doing a podcast or vlogging at all. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be doing that. Like, no.
Gotta open you to new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't.
I definitely still be doing like music and stuff, and still like doing art, like paintings and stuff.
Do you think you would have moved back home? Not in your house, but like to Anderson?
No, absolutely not.
No.
No. That would have been
Or
a no-go.
Columbia or anything like that.
Well, honestly, yeah. I mean, Columbia probably would have been an option.
Okay.
Like, I probably would have ended up moving back to Columbia. Just because Columbia hold a special place in my heart. Columbia turned me to a man. Like, I became a man in Columbia for real. Like,
oh, God.
Yeah. Columbia definitely humbled me in a way, but it built me up in a way that I don't think I would have been built up back home or anywhere else. Like,
okay.
So, shout out to Columbia. But yeah, I probably would have ended up going back to Columbia.
Yeah.
If I didn't stay in Rock Hill, but yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, if I was in Columbia, then I don't know. Like, if I were in Columbia, maybe I probably would have ended up in a relationship or something. I don't know. Probably not. probably still have been hanging out, but I don't think that I would have the level of, I guess, emotional intelligence as I do now.
Okay, wait, hold on to that. Do you have anything else as far as like what your life would look like? Because I have a follow-up question that kind of ties into that.
No,
okay. So I was going to say, is there like, what are some things that you feel like our relationship has like, I don't want to say stripped from you, but I guess we could use that for lack of better words. And what are some things that it has brought to you? Because we just spilled out things that we're doing right now that we probably would still be doing had we ended up with each other or not, which is great in my opinion, because that means we still hold like a lot of individuality that like whether you're here or not, I'm still doing XYZ,
right?
Like with or without you, which is awesome. So like, what are some things that you feel like our relationship changed, like took away, and what are some things that it's like added and brought? Like obviously it's added the podcast and like you said, like emotional intelligence and things like that. So like what are some other things that you feel like it's brought, and what are some things that you feel like now that you're in a relationship it took away from your like old life and like single life?
I don't know, like being in a relationship, it definitely has like, I don't know,
well, in
like
this
relationship, I don't know, it's kind of like tightened me up. Like I don't feel as free as I did, which I mean, but that comes with the relationship, right? It's compromise. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure you had to compromise some things in order to make this relationship work with me and you, and I've also had to like, compromise things. So
can they see us? Oh, okay.
I definitely, I was maturing in a way, like, well, in a really strong way. Post graduation, pre-graduation, like I was kind of like, by graduation I had pretty much figured myself out. Just kind of like what type of man I want to be, like kind of what I wanted out of life, and where I want to be and what I want to do and stuff. So that was already there. So I think the maturity would have been there, but I think my decision making probably would have been a little different. Because now, obviously, I have to consider you in a lot of decisions that I make now. So with it just being me, I think I could be a little bit more selfish and, do things exactly like how I would want to do them. And, and stuff like that. Make moves that I want to do and not have to, like, to really consider anybody else.
Yeah.
Or, their position or whether, how they would end up.
Yeah.
But since being in a relationship, I have gained like a different insight on relationships in life. I'll say that because I've had like my little thoughts about being in relationships with people and stuff like that. Like I'm very much not like a do or die person, but like it wouldn't matter to me. It could go either way. Like I feel like I'd be fine if I was single. Like if we didn't end together, I'd still be fine.
Yeah.
And of course, with us being together, like we're good. So not really like losing a whole lot, but I feel like I gained, a little bit more than I lost.
Yeah.
So what about you?
I think the same, because I was thinking about it too. I was like, I don't know if I really felt like anything was stripped or taken away from me, because my first initial thought was like, and this is really the only thing I can say, but this doesn't really have a ton to do with you. It's just like I never had like my live alone time. I feel like that is why I'm like hyper independent sometimes, because like I feel like I have to compensate because I've always like lived with people and stuff, so I want to like make sure nobody ever feels like I have to depend on them or like things like that. But like I've always lived with people. Like obviously I've lived with my family until I went to college, and then I always had roommates, and I moved out of college and had roommates there, and then from my roommate in Charlotte or Fort Mill, we moved in together. So like I never had like alone Anita time.
Yeah, me
like,
either.
Yeah.
Like, throughout college, I had roommates, and then, of course, leaving. Like, well, I technically kind of lived with myself for like a couple weeks. Like, until I was able to kind of like get out of that situation. And I did, and of course, we were living together.
Yeah. And like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just know that that's something that, like, if we never ended up together, I still think I would have maybe moved out from my roommate and get a place of my own and, like, try and have that alone time. That's literally the only thing I can think of that was maybe, like, stripped from me. Yeah. Everything else to me is, like, a plus. Just like you, I feel like I've matured a ton. It feels like we're growing up together, which is really sweet and special, but, like, I definitely just feel like I'm growing up more. I'm learning a lot about life, like, and it's cool getting to do that with you. And I think anybody who has a partner and is growing up with a partner in their mid-20s or whatever it is, like, that's just such a crucial time to, like, learn about life. Because
they say like your 20s is supposed to be your selfish years.
Yes.
So that's where I got, like, that's, you know, where I got that from. Like, I think I just would have been, like, a lot more selfish. Like,
yeah. But I don't know. I think I personally like having a partner through it. Like, if I feel less alone going through, like, the formative years of my life. Because, like, it's hard. Like, it's shitty out here in your late 20s. Like, life is just hitting you left and right. A lot of us don't know career-wise where we want to be, like, hopping from job to job, getting laid off because of freaking COVID. Like, we're all just in a really, like, trivial part of our lives. So it's just, to me, I think a gain is, like, being able to
like
do
it.
Yes, like, being able to have somebody to lean on, and of course be a blanket for you to lean on me and stuff like that. So, like, I don't know, I just think that's, like, really special and something that I feel like I gained having this. But obviously the podcast, like, the way I communicate it with my previous partner is, like, an entire 180 360 double over from, like, how I communicate with you and stuff like that. So, like, to me, that's a win because, and I'm still working on it. We're all a work in progress. But, like, having the podcast and stuff like that and being able to just have open dialogue like this, and, like, this isn't just how we act on camera. Like, we have conversations. Like, we have conversations like this all the time, and we talk to each other like this all the time. So, like, I don't know. I, just like you, I feel like I gained a lot more than I lost, I guess you could say. Like, I wouldn't trade what my life might be like as, like, a single girl in Charlotte or whatever for, like, this. You know what I mean? But, yeah. I just thought that was an interesting question, because some people really get into relationships and then feel like they're stuck, or feel like their life could be so much better if they just were on their own, or, like,
out and did their own thing.
Exactly. So, like, I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting question to ask you, if you felt like you know, this took away from anything that you didn't get to experience, or, like, you feel like you got to experience new things. Traveling, I wouldn't travel as a single female, so, like... I'm scared. I'm a scary girl, y'all. I know a lot of girls do go and, like, travel the world and stuff by themselves, and I commend women who do that, because, like, I can't. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to do anything out there by myself. Like, I just always think people are out to get me, so... It's just cool that, like, we get to go and, like, experience, like, we've been to LA and Colorado and stuff. Like, I don't even know if I would go to those places had it not been for, like, our relationship and stuff. So, I don't know.
Different.
Yeah. So, okay. Do you have any add-ons, questions?
No.
No?
This was good. I think we pretty much covered, like, I think we covered each other's thoughts. In other words.
I think so.
Like, we answered each other's questions, so.
Woo. All right, y'all. How long was this? Like 25? Okay.
Oh, man. Tap in with the pod. Because We got some.
Look.
We got some little things. You know.
Wait,
what I'm saying?
let it focus. Yeah.
Well, my little end is messed up.
Oh, that's okay. So freaking cute.
Yeah. So.
Shout out to Alicia's mama.
Yes. Shout out.
The goat.
To Miss Katisha for real.
Yeah.
Like the hoodies, the keychains.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Nate and Alicia did the hoodies, they told us.
oh yeah, that's right.
They're
that
whole group.
Them, bro. Yeah, they
it's
lit.
just the best. Yeah.
They lit.
So all right, y'all. Let us know if you like our little car talk intimate.
Yeah, the GC Car Chronicles.
The GC Car Chronicles.
GC Car Chronicles.
Heads up, we do have dinner chats coming next season. I know
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm really
y'all get
excited.
To see how I be.
Oh lordy. So, quick overview of how we think we're gonna run it for the most part, and bear with us because it's a new thing for our page. So if we change some things and stuff, just based on what we like and stuff like that, just bear with us. But I think how it's gonna go is we want it to be interactive as far as actually showing you what we're cooking for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So a quick little montage of here's what we're whipping up tonight, yada yada yada, and then we'll actually sit down and eat it and talk with each other about whatever. On the story, we put up a poll of content that y'all wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
The second most requested one was videos to get to know us. So this is why we're doing stuff like this. And we want the dinner chats to be more intimate. Personal. Yeah, personal like that. So you can actually get to know our personalities, because we're aware that the podcast is very topic heavy.
Yeah.
To where we're trying to give insight and you're trying to take away things from what we're saying and stuff like that. It's more like a collaborative learning environment type thing.
Mm-hmm.
To whereas this is more what are Anita and Devin outside of
the podcast?
That. Yeah.
As individuals, who are we?
As individuals, who are we? What is our life like?
Mm-hmm.
How do we think? What do we like? All that stuff. So that's what these type of chats are going to be like, and dinner chats are going to be like. So just wanted to give you all a heads up that that's kind of what we're going for. So hope y'all like that. Hope y'all liked this. Again,
yeah, this was fun.
Drop in the comments. Let us know if y'all rock with this type of content. So.
Yeah, the GC Car Chronicles with the Late Night Snacking Podcast, the most honest podcast, the most open podcast, and the most wholesome podcast in the world.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe.
With my little messed up end.
Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you drop a comment if you like this type of video again. And we will catch y'all next time.
All right, y'all boys.
Bye.